A former criminal defense attorney, DeWitt. I want to get your feelings on how Nelson did on cross here. I would have thought maybe there'd be a little bit more of a shift away from that overdose issue. Looks like he's still, harping on this drug and the methamphetamine effects on the body, but love to get your opinion.
Michael, I'll tell you, not only in the criminal context, but certainly in the civil rights context. I mean, some of these cross-examinations and direct examinations are identical to what happens in civil rights cases all over the country, especially those that I've been involved in relation to positional and or restraint asphyxia. I think he is doing par for the course. That is Mr. Nelson. And he's doing the tried and true, I guess, kind of spaghetti against the wall, if you will, tactics to bring some doubt. The difference being from the civil and the criminal context. In the criminal context, you only have to show a reasonable doubt, right? And whether or not it's reasonable to believe that some of these other things might have caused it. It's a different standard in the civil context, of course. So, it's hard to say what effect this is having with the jury. He's certainly going to be able to make his arguments. That is that George Floyd had heart disease and his heart was a problem. You heard the medical examiner say, look, we look at it as a serious condition if it's 75% and George Floyd's was 90%. You heard him talk about, that is Mr. Nelson talk about drugs, that is methamphetamines. He tried to throw in prescribed methamphetamines, although I think that kind of threw the medical examiner for the loop because nobody prescribes methamphetamine, maybe amphetamine, but those are different entirely. Nonetheless, Mr. Nelson will have his, tricks of the trade, if you will, as a defense attorney to argue that there were other causes of Mr. Floyd's death, that he was kind of a walking time bomb, if you will, and was going to die. And had it not been for Mr. Floyd's resistance, that he would have been fine.
Normally, under normal circumstances, there's this adage in the criminal law specifically that you take your victim as you find them. So let's say you walk up to someone who has a bad heart and you rob them and they fall down and then they die of a heart attack. That's felony murder because you killed this person, and even though that was because of this weak heart. How does that theory play into this case, if at all?
I think it does. I think you are absolutely right, Michael. And I think the comeback to anything that the defense is setting up, as in to kind of attack other reasons that Mr. Floyd might have died, the easy and quick answer to that is the police have to take Mr. Floyd as they found him. So if he's suffering from some type of heart condition, if he's on drugs, and those make it more likely that he's going to die, they have to take that into consideration. And there's already evidence that the police believe that he may have been on something. I mean, we've heard testimony and from the video where the officers are asking him, what are you on? And although, Floyd says, I'm not on anything, they definitely suspected that. So they had reason to believe that something was there. I just don't see that there's any wall that they can climb over that gets them to an acquittal. Maybe there's somebody that holds out based on some of these theories that they'll throw out there, as in there are other causes of Mr. Floyd's death. But I think it's going to be very tough.
Yeah, well, we have to wait to it. We have not seen the defense's case. I've been cautioning people all day, especially after yesterday when the prosecution had such a great day. I said, well, we haven't heard from the defense yet, so hold on. All right, hold on. We're going to take a quick break to it. We'll be back in just a minute. And coming up in the wrap, we'll take you